My name's John Williams from the Socialist Party, and I'm chair of the Cardiff Unite General Branch and a delegate to the Cardiff Trades Council as well. And actually, Adam mentioned the so-called Labour MPs that we have in Cardiff and how they're going to vote. And next month, the Cardiff Trades Council are going to host a public meeting where we've invited the Labour MPs, who are funded by the trade unions, by the way, for some reason. And we're going to grill them about how they're going to vote. And if they vote in the correct way, then fair enough. But I can guarantee that they will not vote in the right way. They will always vote against the working class and in favour of the rich. Again, why the hell are the trade unions funding these type of people? I don't know if anyone saw the recent rich list, but the richest 350 people in the UK now between them have a collective wealth of over £800 billion. And yet when Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves announced a £6 billion worth of disability benefit cuts, they said that they were going to reshape the state. What utter rubbish. They're not reshaping the state. They're doing exactly what they've been told by the rich. They're serving the capitalist state. And they're defending a capitalist system that serves the interests of the millionaires and the billionaires. And what they mean by reshaping the state, they're going to implement some of the most severe cuts, austerity and privatisation and wage constraints that we've seen in decades. But this is on top of the wider context as well. They betrayed the waspy women who were robbed of their pensions. They're keeping the two-child benefit cap. And whatever the right-wing media press say, they have not U-turned on the winter food allowance. They're still going to take that from millions of pensioners here in the UK. And when they introduced the working assessment meetings, suicide rates increased. And what did the government do? Absolutely nothing. And it was estimated between 2010 and 2015 there was an extra 60,000 excess deaths due to cuts in the public health and social care as well. And let's make no mistake, these cuts will lead to further deaths. Over 1 million people will lose PIP. 900,000 people will lose disability benefits with a universal credit. Under 22s will now lose most of their disability benefits as well. And I'm very proud actually that as a trade unionist, the trade union movement and trade unionists on the ground have come out in solidarity in support of disabled people. Because the rich and the capitalist class, they want us to pay for their crisis. And I think now is the time for the trade union movement to have a rally of war, to announce a day of action, a mass rally, a mass march and protest, to demand an end to privatisation, an end to austerity, an end to cuts, an end to the privatisation of public health services, an end to the below inflation pay rises. And I think there's one thing that should be cut, and that is the link between the trade union movement and the Labour Party. Because over 100 years ago, the trade union movement discussed and debated what to do about political representation. And they moved away from the Liberal Party and they formed the Labour Party, which was not perfect, but it had links to working class communities and links to the trade union movement. Starmer and this Labour Party does not play that role. The time is now for a new workers' party, a mass workers' party in favour of the working class, because the majority of the mainstream parties, however left-wing they sound, when they get into power, they do sod all, and they do the bidding of whatever the richest say in society. So let's fight for that party that will bring together a socialist transformation of society, where we nationalise the banks, the finance sector, the major industries of our economy, where the workers can actually run society and not the wealthiest. Solidarity, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean. I'm just going to pass the mic now to this lovely gentleman.
Okay, we're just going to do some chanting. Can you say, no ifs, no buts, no disability cut? No ifs, no buts, no disability cut. 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 Welfare, not warfare. 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 Stop killing us. Stop the cut. Stop killing us. Stop killing us. Stop killing us. Thank you. The reason why we said that slogan at the end is it is estimated that over the last 15 years of the policy of austerity, of taking from the poor and transferring wealth to the rich, that there are over 300,000 excess deaths in Britain due to the austerity policy that's been continued by the Labour government. So I just wondered if we could take a minute's silence to remember all those people who should have led rich and fulfilled lives, whose lives were shattered by government policies that were unnecessary and uncalled for. Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us! Stop killing us!
Thank you for that. Next we have a representative from the Green Party. Can you please show yourself, whoever's been invited today? Because I've had emails saying someone from the Green Party was going to show up today. Next up then we've got Jade Elizabeth Owen. Is Jade Elizabeth Owen here? Okay, sorry about that then. So next up we've got Meg Thomas.
Hi everyone, Meg Thomas, part of the UK Disabled People Against Cuts, and here today because the UK government are proposing policies that are going to force 350,000 disabled people into poverty, including 50,000 children. And 800,000 people are set to lose access to personal independence payments. Last week, we tried. Everything we've been hearing at the moment is, alright, okay, meet your MP, tell them you're upset about it, write to your MP, and they'll listen to you. So we took 120 people to Westminster on Wednesday, and less than half the MPs actually bothered to go down and meet them. is that, oh, but there's got to be employment support. What's the point of a job coach to a job that doesn't exist? What's the point? You have the money to not have to import a wealth tax, but you say you don't have enough resources, but you've got plenty of resources to sell weapons to Israel to implement a genocide on the Palestinians. We know what happens when benefits get cut. This has been happening for over 15 years. How many more people need to die? How many more people need to starve to death in their own homes in one of the wealthiest countries in the world? We're here because they want disabled people to be silent. They expected disabled people to be silent. They expected this to go over and just blow over and not have any opposition. We're here to tell them that's not going to happen. We're not going to stop until these cuts are reversed and until we create a new welfare state, a new that is developed and designed by disabled people for disabled people.
Thank you so much, Megan. So I just want to, before we get to the next person, I just want to say, as an organizer of this protest today, I just want to say thank you so much to my partner in crime, Adam, from Cardiff People's Assembly, for helping me get all you guys out, really, and to get this protest up and running. So without you, I wouldn't be able to do it without you, so thank you. And my trustees as well from Don't Call Me Special, I just want to say thank you for your support in this as well. It's been great help. So I'm next up. We've got a song, but by Rosanna. If that's okay with Rosanna to get up here and get our vocal cords going.
How about now? Oh, there we go. Hi, my name's Rosanna. How are we all feeling? Are people feeling angry? Yes! We're feeling sad? Yes! We're feeling disappointed and let down by our government? Yes! I want to talk about the millions missing before we move on to chants again. Here, this seems like quite a small gathering of people, but there are so many of us who are not here today. There are so many disabled people who we don't see, because they're not able to come out or they're not able to advocate for themselves. So for all of us who have the privilege to speak, to fight, that includes allies. This is where we need you. We need you to come in, stand up and fight for us, because anyone could be in that position. Anyone could be in need of benefits other than the rich, who don't need to fear poverty. So these cuts don't affect them. So why would they care? But we have to care for everybody in our society, because anyone can be disabled. 24% of the UK are disabled, but only 9 out of 650 MPs are disabled. Nothing about us without us. We need to be included in conversations about our lives. So we do this together. We have to stay together, not be divided, and we have to keep the morale up and keep supporting each other and checking and making sure everyone's okay. So, without any further ado, I'm going to teach you a little song, and I want you to sing it to yourselves and to the other people here, and to the people who can't be with us today, and to the people that we've lost. So, we've got some lyrics here, and I will start with one little by little. So, I want you to repeat after me. You are worth more than the money you make. You're worth more than the money you make. You have a soul, for goodness sake. You have a soul, for goodness sake. You work so hard, but they raise the stakes. You work so hard, but they raise the stakes. You are no burden, no mistake. You are no burden, no mistake. I hold my hands out if they are not empty. Hold my hands out if they are not empty. I will give more if I have plenty.
I will give more if I have plenty.
If I have none, treat me gently.
If I have none, treat me gently.
Remember we are 1 in 4.
Remember we are 1 in 4.
Okay, we kind of have the gist of it. Now, if everyone can try and make a beat. Try
We
and
have,
do some...
we have got a guitarist here
We
as
have
well.
a guitarist.
So
Do we have someone with a drum?
we have a pan. I
We have a pan?
see someone's got a pan as well.
Okay, use your feet, your mobility, and your hands if you want to. And I want you to just...
Hang on, the gentleman's getting out his guitar. then.
Yes. I feel like... So we're gonna go a nice slow beat, just like a... Can we get a clap? You are worth... Okay, you riff me, okay. You are worth more than the money you make. You have a soul, for goodness sake.
You work so hard when you raise mistakes. You are no burden, no mistake. I hold my hands out if they are not empty. I will give more if I have plenty.
If I have none, treat me gently. Remember we are 1 in 4. Remember we are 1 in 4. You are worth more than the money you make. You have a soul, for goodness sake. You work so hard that they raise the stakes. You are no burden, no mistake. I hold my hands out if they are not empty. I will give more if I have plenty. If I have none, treat me gently. Remember we are 1 in 4. Remember we are 1 in 4.
Encore? Should we do encore? Encore.
Again? Okay.
One more time.
You ready? Go. You shut us off. That's it. You are worth more than the money you make. You have a soul, for goodness sake. You work so hard, but you raise the stakes. You are no burden, no mistake. I hold my hands out if they are not empty. I will give more if I have plenty. If I have none, treat me gently. Remember we are 1 in 4. Remember we are 1 in 4.
Thank you. Round of applause.
Well done, that was really awesome.
That was absolutely fantastic. So now we've got an open microphone, so if anyone wants to say a few words, now is your time.
Hello, I'm João. I'm a member of the National Education Union, and we are very proud to have supported this protest. As educators, but also as people that live in society, we think it's criminal what the Labour government is doing, and that it's not just going to affect disabled people, but it's also going to affect everyone else. We have, as educators, we see it every day, the effect of the cuts, the effect of the cuts in education, the effect on the cuts on the additional learning needs funding, on additional learning needs provision, and we see our students that are young carers, that are disabled, suffering from it. This is a very, very real fight, and a fight that the National Education Union is proud to be a part of. We have And like some of you might have heard when we came through with the Palestine bloc, it is a fight that is not just a fight for disabled people, not just a fight of disabled people, but it's a fight of all of us against a system that is cutting us to the bone to aid and support a genocide. It is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence that when the Labour government announced the cuts in PIP, they also announced the increase in spending in so-called defense. The money that they are taking from disabled people, the money that they are taking from young carers, the money that they're taking from us is going to line the pockets of the warmongers and of the profiteers in arms companies. It's going to kill the people of Palestine, the people of Sudan. Gaza in this moment is the biggest country per capita with the most child amputees. So it's a fight that we are proud to support, and a fight that we are proud to link with Palestine solidarity. Because only if we fight together, it's only when we fight together is when we win together. And to finish off, they don't want us to know, but the workers have the power. I think some speakers already spoke about what the trade unions can do, and we call on the leaderships of the trade unions to withdraw the funding from the Labour Party, from those that are cutting the benefits of workers, that are those that are cutting the benefits from our families, from our friends, and to fight for people, because we can stop this if we organize. We will stop this and we will fight for everyone. When they say stand back, we say? When they say stand back, we say? So I just want to finish in a personal capacity to call on the leaders of all the trade unions to stand with disabled people, to put their actions where their words are, and to join the protest, to join Don't Call Me Special, but also to organize their workers to stop this government from cutting disability benefits, from stopping this government from being in complicity with genocide, and to fight for everyone. Now I'm going to finish. Because we know that it is not in the interests of the system. This is a system, the same system that is cutting, the disabled people, that is making the cuts is the same system. Hello. It's the same system that is sending those bombs, and it's a system that only was one objective. That is the objective of profit. So by fighting for disabled rights, by fighting for Palestinian rights, we are going to hit at the heart of a system that does not care about us, that only cares about profits. And our objective is to build a system that cares about people's, not profits. Solidarity.
Anyone else would like to speak?
Hello, I'm a proud disabled woman. I'm also a disabled artist, and a fantastic, one of the most talented, brilliant disabled artists in the country had their access to work cut yesterday by 61%. She's the artistic director of a company called Tourette's Hero. Without Jess to lead this company, she will have to close it. Not only are they cutting her ability to continue her really successful, brilliant career, they are also putting her on different benefits. She won't be able to work, so she can't have access to work, so she'll be claiming other benefits. The people who works for her will lose their jobs. They will claim benefits. It is so narrow-minded of this government to think that by saving a few pennies here and there, they are going to improve the country for disabled people. It is an outrage that a Labour government is doing this to hard-working. We are not benefit scroungers. We are hard-working, proud disabled people, and we deserve the right to be able to work.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? I tell you what, I'll give it to Adam to give a few chants again.
Just before I do that, I was asked to read out a message of support from the PCS Public and Commercial Service Union, from Marianne Owens, who is the Vice President, I think, of the union and chair of the trade union in Wales. So I'll just read this out. But I found it on my phone. The Public and Commercial Services Union is Britain's 8th largest trade union. We represent workers across government departments and public bodies. PCS believes in a social security system that is rooted in human dignity, not the punitive, dehumanizing bureaucracy people are forced to navigate today. We want a system that lifts people up, not one that beats them down. It is morally and politically indefensible for the Labour Party to go down the road of cuts. This is so eerily reminiscent of 2010, when the Tories made the deliberate choice to attack those they believed could not fight back, the disabled, the poorest, the most precarious. It is political calculation, rooted in cowardice and cruelty, and they were wrong. Those they tried to crush did fight back. We should be building a society that is based on compassion and solidarity, not scapegoating. Instead of robbing the poorest, we should be taxing the richest. This is how we properly fund the public services our communities rely on, ensure that everyone, especially disabled people, can live full, independent lives. If they can come for disabled people today, no one is safe tomorrow. But we can stop this. We're hearing over 130 Labour MPs may defy the whip. With more pressure for trade unions, campaigners and the wider left, we have a real chance to defeat it. If we mobilise on the streets now, this could be a turning point. A victory here would not only protect disabled people, it will send a powerful message that the whole austerity agenda can and will be defeated. Marianne Owens, PCS Trade Union. Now, we really encourage anyone who is directly affected by these cuts and the carers to take the mic. But just while people are thinking of what they might want to say, maybe we should have a few chants. No ifs, no buts. No ifs, no buts. No ifs, no buts. Welfare, not warfare. 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 If anyone would like to take the mic. Okay, I just wanted to make two announcements because people asked what next. On the 3rd of June, there's going to be a consultation. We don't know where that consultation is going to be, so we're going to gather at 12 noon outside Cardiff Central Trade Station. That's on the 3rd of June. And the aim is not to disrupt the consultation, because some people will want to engage in that process, but it's to make our voice heard to the government representatives and to also connect with people going in to the consultation. Incredibly, for the whole of Wales, the government is just going to have one consultation on these life-changing proposals. In Cardiff, they haven't even told people where it's going to be, so it's very difficult for people to make transport and accommodation arrangements. So that's the 3rd of June at 12 noon. And the second thing is there's going to be a mass demonstration under the slogan welfare, not warfare, called by the People's Assembly Against Austerity, and backed by trade unions, and hopefully my organisation, Cardiff People's Assembly, is going to be running a bus, so check our social media. That's going to be Saturday, the 7th of June, in central London, and that's backed by trade unions, NHS campaigns, disabled people against cuts, and a whole array of organisations that really wants to take the message to the government to end this economic warfare, and to end the literal warfare, and to stop the advance of the far right and start building the kind of society we need. So I'll hand over to Joshua. Sorry, I'm going to hand over to Radha and then Joshua.
Hi guys, I just wanted to say something in defense of people on PIP. I've seen in the Daily Mail that they suggest that everyone on PIP gets a free car. They don't understand the system at all. The reason we get cars is because the public transport system is so inaccessible to us that we have no other choice but to have a car or to pay for an accessible taxi. And most people on PIP can't even afford to get a modified car. It costs thousands of pounds to get your car modified. So if you're not rich to begin with, you don't even get to access that kind of system to overcome the inaccessibility of public transport. So to tell us and to be jealous of us because we have PIP, it's completely disgusting. And you know, the Labour Party's rhetoric does nothing to bring home the fact that most people on PIP are just about managing. It's a lifeline, and if the support of PIP is cut, either we die at home and we don't exit our houses, or other services have to pick up the slack. So it puts pressure on local authorities, it puts pressure on the NHS, and we all know that both of these systems don't have the slack to pick up extra demand. So more people with disability will die, and that's the fact of it. We'll all suffer poor physical and mental health, and more people will die. And Labour Party has to think again. The party that invented the NHS should not be doing this to the most vulnerable and ill people in society. And that's all I had to say.
As right penance payment, it's not an out-of-work benefit. It's still what it says in its name, independence. It's estimated that for the average disabled households have the same living standards with all the extra living costs. It costs over £1,000 a month, and PIP, personal independence payment, doesn't even cover all of that, and that SLIP support is now being taken away. So unless anyone wants to say anything last minute, I'm going to hand back to Joshua. I just want to say.
Can I just say one thing? I'm Rada's husband. I'm not disabled myself, but I am Rada's husband and carer. My name's Tegid Roberts, and what I'd like to say is it's beyond me why the 6th largest economy in the world that has 55 billionaires and has some of the largest numbers of Fortune 500 companies is treating disabled people so appallingly and cruelly as they do. The amount of money we're talking about is very small amounts of money in comparison to the size of the UK economy. And if we just taxed wealth properly, assets as well as cash in people's banks properly, then there wouldn't be an issue at all. So it's absolutely fucking pathetic as far as I can tell, and it makes me very cross indeed. Anyway, thank you.
Before I hand back to Joshua, I just want to say, can we have a round of applause for Joshua, because Joshua's not only been organising this demonstration, he also went to Westminster to Parliament this week, getting up very early in the morning. So I hope you get a good rest tomorrow. So let's just have a round of applause for Joshua. I'll hop over.
Thanks, Alan. Thanks. No, I'm just gonna get a little run now and then asleep after this, I guess, and clean up my wheelchair because it's full of wet now because of the rain. Maybe you should ask for more personal independent payment, because we need covers for our chairs when rain happens, especially living in the UK. It's not very good. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you so much for everyone that's come in. Thank you so much again for my partner in crime, Adam, and the people in Don't Call Me Special, my trustees, my vice chair, and everyone that just made it today, made it possible. I want to thank all the speakers, all the supporters. You've done a really good job. So yeah, I just hope now. This is not it. This is a revolution. Remember that. And I'll be in touch with you very soon. I would say it might be tomorrow, but yeah, it's no, it's going to be Tuesday because I need a couple of days off now. But yeah, but no rest for the wicked. We all carry on and push forward. And if you have got time, please feel free to go on my Instagram, Disability Rights and Records, and look for a QR code for your voices that we are doing a survey. Don't Go Me Special is doing a survey because we will be responding to the Green Paper. Obviously, in not very good fashion because it's baffling what they are trying to do. So thank you so much for coming out today. It's mean a lot. Knocking out. Welfare, no warfare.
Welfare, not warfare.
No ifs, no buts.
No disability cuts.
No ifs, no buts.
No disability cuts.
Welfare, no warfare.
Welfare, not warfare.
Welfare, no warfare.
Welfare, not warfare.
No ifs, no buts.
No disability cuts.
No ifs, no disability cuts. So go home and have some rest, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here today.
I'd just like to thank Cardiff Stage Council as well for letting us know the speaker. So a round of applause for that too.